Well, her name's Rock Chalk. She's the talk of the town. With her German Shepherd duo always sniffing around. Smith and Wesson by her side, they ain't just for show. They're the muscle when she's hustling, solving crime on the go. She's got her boots in the dirt, she's cracking the case. A true crime queen with a smirk on her face. Loves her country rap bumping, got that twang and that beat. You mess around with her, you're in for a treat. Oh, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got a badge and a sassy attitude to boot. Kicks down doors like she's in hot pursuit. Smith and Wesson bark, don't you dare run. She's the queen of the scene, yeah, she gets it done. Country rap on the radio, she's cruising the street. From the city to the sticks, she's the one to meet. Her motto's real simple, don't try no bluff. Mess around all you want, but you'll find out quick enough. Whoa, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel. With a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her Shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock Chalk out. Hey! She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel. With a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her Shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock Chalk out.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday on May 4th? Jezebel, I did another song. I'm still going to work on it, but we're going to do one with everybody's names in it. I just had some things going on. Let's get right to it. So as everybody knows, Tad the judge removed, and that was denied. Then he had to file an appeal. Then he had to file another appeal. So let's just get with it. And then we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Let's see.
Stay up to date on what's going on in your corner of the Panhandle with the News Channel 10 News app. Keep up with the stories that affect you. Get real-time alerts for breaking news. Stream newscasts. And watch, follow, and track the weather with us. Catch Sports Drive and live coverage of your favorite local teams from anywhere. Scan the QR code and download the News Channel 10 News app today.
Denied Tad Cullum's motion to appeal the recusal and disqualification of the judge in the murders of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly. Cullum, with his lawyers, filed a motion requesting Judge Parsley recuse himself based on bias and impropriety for a past case involving one of the defendants. That motion was denied and Cullum filed an appeal, but the presiding district judge found no basis to recuse or disqualify Judge Parsley. Due to the pending resolution of any appeal, the judge did temporarily assign a new judge as the case proceeds forward. Court documents say all existing bond appearances and other dates and deadlines remain in place.
Oh, don't scrape that in the trash.
All right, so when I went back and looked on the OSCN, which I'll show you, Tad's case, let me make sure I got the right one because I got them all pulled up. We'll just pull this up. Can't tell. The screen is too small for me. Okay, so when you pull up Tad's, it says judge unassigned. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, there's a big lag. I'm glad everybody can make it. Good to see everybody in the chat. Okay, so when you look at this one, this is Tad's. It shows unassigned. So he don't have a judge assigned to him right now, even though in the paperwork it has a name on there, and I'm going to show that to you too. I think it's this one. Okay, that was Tiffany's. Hold on. I know I pulled it up because I just looked at it. But anyway, it's still in appeals. So that's the thing. It's still in appeals. There's been a judge temporary assigned, but if you go to the OSCN, it shows no judge at all. Okay. There's this one from April 30th. The defendant by counsel Joey Mescal has filed defendant Colum's motion to appeal denial of motion to recuse and disqualify the motion. The motion was filed after the defendant Colum's motion to recuse and disqualify was denied by the Honorable John K. Parsley, District Judge. After the hearing before the undersigned presiding judge for the Northwest Administrative District on the motion, said motion was denied pursuant to 15D rules for district courts of Oklahoma, pending resolution of any appeal of said denial of the motions requesting the recusal of disqualification of Honorable John K. Parsley. District Judge, this case will proceed forward with the Honorable Justin P. Ellers, District Judge, being temporarily assigned hereto. All existing bond appearances and other dates and deadlines remain in place subject to the availability of Judge Ehlers. So it's ordered. So that's very interesting because we'll just pull up Tiffany's just so you can see. Tiffany's still shows Judge Parsley too. So the only one that don't have a judge showing on their paperwork on the OSCN is Tad. This does not show a judge at all. It says unassigned. If you see it right here, it says unassigned. But everybody else still has Parsley. As you see with Tiffany's, it's going to show you that it says Parsley. Let's see here. It's good to see everyone. I know we haven't been live much. Weston has some issues. I'm not going to go into it right now because I'm not going to get upset. The babies are doing great. Obviously, they're still in the hospital. but they're doing good. They lost weight at the beginning. They're now back to the birth weight. Still looking at 6 to 8 weeks before they get to come home. But other than that, the babies are doing good. Let's see. Oh, I want to show you guys something that has nothing to do with the Kansas mom's case. This was very interesting to me. I saw it over the weekend. And as probably most people that pay attention to the news, some people do not pay attention to the news. And I don't blame them for that either. But the deporting of illegals, it's going hot, it's going heavy, it's happening a lot. Last week I showed you where there was a bar in Colorado Springs, 115 arrested illegals, and then there was more. There was over a dozen active duty military. Now think about it. You got the Air Force Academy there at Colorado Springs. Anyway, there was several active duty members there. Some of them was patrons, some of them was security guards. Anyway, more of that's going to come out. But my point is ICE is out there, and they're doing simultaneous raids across the country. Well, they hit Oklahoma City, and they hit a lady and her 3 kids in the middle of the night. Took their computers, took their phones. They haven't given any of it back. They finally, the government has finally said they made a mistake, that they hit the correct house, but the people that used to live there has already moved. I'm going to show you. I found it just crazy. It's really crazy. Now, with that said, you would think, well, let's see here. Here we go. They raided her home there in Oklahoma City. We're going to watch it because I just couldn't even imagine somebody doing that to my home.
But those agents...
Armed federal agents busted into their home as they were sleeping and took almost everything they owned. Problem is, they were not the people agents were supposed to be looking for.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey is here with their frightening ordeal. Spencer, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, get this. That family just moved here about 2 weeks ago from out of state. And this is how their life in Oklahoma got started. They say they told federal immigration agents they had the wrong people, but those agents kept treating them like criminals, even though they're all U.S. citizens.
Fear.
Because I did feel at times that I was going to die.
So much fear.
I kept praying. I said, God, please let me live through this moment.
Humiliation.
I was a zero. I was nothing.
Pure disbelief.
I just couldn't understand, how is this happening to us?
All just for wanting a fresh start.
You come to Oklahoma and you get treated like this. For what?
This woman, who we're calling Marissa, and her 3 daughters came to Oklahoma from Maryland looking for a slower, more affordable pace of life. They rented this house in a nice, seemingly safe northwest Oklahoma City neighborhood. Her husband planned to join them this past weekend, but any semblance they had of comfort went out the window when 20 men armed to the teeth busted through it Thursday morning.
I don't know who they were. They had guns. It was dark. All the lights were off.
They were federal agents, Marissa says, with the U.S. Marshals, ICE, and the FBI.
And I kept asking them, like, who are you? What are you doing here? What's happening? And they said, we have a warrant for the house.
They ordered Marissa and her daughters outside into the rain before they could even get dressed.
They wanted me to change in front of all of them, in between all of them.
The thing is, the suspect names on that search warrant were not Marissa's or anyone in her family's. They were, however, names listed on mail still arriving at the house. Former residents, perhaps.
We just moved here from Maryland. We're citizens. That's what I kept saying. We're citizens.
She says they didn't care.
We weren't criminals. Why were they treating us like criminals? We were here by ourselves, that we didn't do anything.
The agents ripped apart every square inch of the house, taking their phones, laptops, documents, and their life savings in cash as evidence.
Like, I have to feed my children. I'm gonna need gas money. I need to be able to get around. Like, how do you just leave me like this, like an abandoned dog?
And when they left, they told her something.
I know it was a little rough this morning. It's so denigrating. Like, you do all of this to a family, to women, your fellow citizens, and it was a little rough. You have literally traumatized me and my daughters for life.
This family has virtually nothing.
And I said, when are we going to get our stuff back? He was like, it could be days or it could be months.
Nothing but questions.
Well, what if I would have been armed? What if you're breaking in? What am I supposed to think? My initial thought is we were being robbed. My daughter's female daughter's being kidnapped.
Nothing but likely lifelong trauma.
We have guns pointed at our faces. Can you just reprogram yourself and see us as humans, as women, a little bit of mercy, and care a little bit about your fellow human mate, about your fellow citizen, like fellow resident. We bleed too. We bleed just like anybody else bleeds. We were scared. You could see in our faces that we were terrified.
And Marissa told us the agents wouldn't even leave her a business card. She says she has no idea who to contact to get her things back. We reached out to the FBI. They told us they were simply assisting on this case and that we'd need to contact Homeland Security. A spokesperson for Homeland Security told us they'll look into it and get back with us. Well, we checked back today and nobody responded.
All right. I don't know who Idaho Vandals is, but I've seen them in the streets. So just somebody that follows the Idaho 4. I've seen them in a lot of chats. But as far as knowing who exactly it is, I do not. Back to Jezebel's question. What does it have to do with the rest of the group as far as Judge Parsley? This is the thing. Tiffany had him as a divorce attorney, okay? You would think that he was an attorney then, he was not a judge. But still, you would think if there's anything that can cause an appeal or looks like it could cause a problem with the case, you would remove that person. Now, mind you, Tiffany hired Parsley as an attorney for her divorce case. Some might think that that's not a big deal, but the biggest thing is she hired him, and now he's presiding over all the fight. And they could say that there's a conflict of interest. But let's think about it. The DA, Buddy Leach, we have heard that he knows at least 2 of them very well, and he's still the DA. So to be honest with you, I said it 1,000 times. I think it should be moved to Oklahoma City. They're in the Panhandle. People know each other. Probably, if you're in the Panhandle, you at least know one of the 5 probably. So that tells me they should just move it anyway. But I see strange suspicions here. We shared her link. Bianca did. I love her channel. She's family to me. Go check her out. We got Hawkeyes here. Please share your channel, Hawkeyes. And again, anytime you want to go live or you want to try it, let me know. We'll get Dabbles up and live, and you and Black Opal can come on there and just get used to talking. Again, I feel like the whole case should be moved. And I have said before, and I'm sure all you guys would too, I feel like that, I would donate to help the families go to Oklahoma City, a fund to help the families go to Oklahoma City. Why would you know that there was a problem or could see possibly a problem and still have it in Texas County. I don't know. Jezebel, you say absolutely it should be moved. I agree with that. And yes, Hawkeyes has a channel. And I just haven't had time, but I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna figure it out and make a song with everybody's name in it. I did do one. I'm not as good as Bianca. I'll just say that. I'm not as good. But I did do a song. Here, that's funny.
Shop family rising up like a storm. Oklahoma, Kansas roots been reborn. Texas fires burned under California skies. OHIO screaming into the night. Smith and Wesson, locked, loaded, they gleam. German Shepherd pups chasing down their dreams. Fire it up from the plains to the hills. Kansas hearts beat wild, unchained by their wills. Smith and Wesson, locked, loaded, they gleam. German Shepherd pups chasing down their dreams. Fire it up from the plains to the hills. Kansas hearts beat wild, unchained by their wills. Devin C. Got money, could they cry? Mama lost, holds her head in the sky. Mother Dolly 420 battled her way. Jezebel witch won't be silenced today. Bitter winds howl on the edge of the plains. Dust and struggle carve lives in their veins. Legends whispered in the fields they blaze. Ignite the night, set the world in a craze. Lost and found in the shadow of fight. Family names tattooed in the heart's light. Steel strings screaming under crimson skies. Feed the fire, don't let it die. Unleash the howl of the wolves at their backs. Spread the call through the winds and the cracks. Unity forged through the ash and the flame. Lockjaw family, forever the name. Devin C. got money, could they cry? Mama lost, holds her head in the sky. Mother Dolly 420 battled her way. Kansas hearts beat wild, unchained by their way. Devin C. got money, could they cry? Mama lost, holds her head in the sky. In the sky. Mother Dolly 420 battled her way. Jezebel witch won't be silenced today.
There you go. Anyway, so that's all. Listen, I just put in names in the AI. And at one point, I don't know if I overlooked it or what, but in one of our lives, I missed some comments from Jezebel Witch. And so I put Jezebel Witch won't be silenced today. So back to Mama Lost Rhonda's comment up here. They need to have fresh eyes on the case, away from the ones who didn't even look for the girls. Again, you're correct. I do not. We all know I was down there, and usually they have a command center. They got drones in there. They got dogs. There was nobody looking for these women. Now, what I don't know is what they knew the day of. Now, I know there's another channel who said that they got crime scene photos with blood pooling at the ditches the day that this happened. It still don't explain why there wasn't anybody out there looking for these women. They could have been injured. I mean, my gosh, have you ever cut your finger or your lip? Your lip bleeds forever. Like, there's places that you can be cut and it looks like you've lost all your blood. They could have just been injured. We know that's not the case now after the fact. But when we was out there looking for the two women, I saw no law enforcement looking for the women. I also have a personal question about the twins. Go for it. Okay, let's see here. Did you all decide anything with the placenta, like for stem cell therapy for the boys later on? As a matter of fact, the placenta has been donated. This is the deal. They're identical. They're identical boys. Okay, they had one placenta, and honestly, they're miracle babies. If you guys recall, my daughter went to Children's Mercy, went to St. Louis. They wanted to go in and take one of the babies so that she would have one healthy baby. At that time, the smaller one, which is Walker was really, really small. He was only in the 5 percentile when Wallen was in the 80 percentile. And my daughter said, no, I can't do it. Anyway, I'll be honest with you. Walker's the small one that was born at 3.7 ounces. And he was doing the best between the babies. And the OB doctor still says, I can't believe that both these babies made it. And again, I'll just tell you, the NIC unit, they're awesome. The people that work in that area, they're saints. Like, oh my gosh, they're so great. And my daughter spends a lot of time there. She's breastfeeding. Right now she's pumping, and that's probably, they'll still go buy a bottle. But she pumps every 3 hours, and then, you know, she spends all day there. They have a 5-year-old, and they spend a lot of time at the hospital. And it's going to be that way for 6 to 8 weeks. So they did give them their first baths the other day, and they sent me pictures of them giving baths. It was really, really sweet. Very alert babies. The nurse took the phone, my daughter's phone, and I was talking to Walker, and he thought I was his mom, I think, because of the voice. But he started really getting rambunctious and rolling around. And again, miracles. We're so glad to have them. And again, they're doing great. Wallen was 6 pounds. Wallen kept forgetting to breathe. And so he was on a CPAP for a couple of days. But right now they still have some feeding tubes in them because they eat, but they don't eat like they should. So that's another thing that'll be taken away. Wallen had a bit of jaundice. He had to be under the light. Walker was great. Never had to be under the light. So God's blessings are in this. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. As everybody knows, everybody's scheduled on the 5. We've got Tiffany Adams, Cole Twombly, Cora Twombly, Paul Grice, and Tad Kohler. They're all scheduled for court on May 14th. Again, it looks like Tad won't be heard on May 14th. I haven't seen where they've changed anything on that. I pulled it up for you. I don't see where they've changed a date on that. But it seems to me that they won't be able, until this is all finalized, to allow Parsley to hear this case on Tad's behalf. AJ Thomas, it's always good to see you. As if everybody else, it's always good to see you. But here's Tad's Wednesday, May 14th, hearing on application. May 14th, for their proceedings, status hearing. But again, if you look at the top where it says judge, it says unassigned. So right now we don't have a judge assigned. So for Tad, the rest of them looks like it's going as planned. They'll still hear the other 4. I wish they'd move it. I wish they'd move it. I wouldn't want anything, that can get anything appealed, get it overturned. Now, I don't see in the paperwork where it talks about the death penalty, but Oklahoma does have the death penalty. And but y'all do realize that even with the death penalty, I mean, over 20 years goes, even longer, when they're on death row. So I personally don't think the death penalty is such the big deal to me. Okay, so I'm catching up with chat. Mama Lost Rhonda said those feeding tubes help. They don't use too much energy and burn calories, so they gain weight. Yeah, they had to get some weight back, and little Walker's got to get some weight for sure. He's already lifting his head too. This is crazy. Jay Thomas is actually getting able to see alive. All right. Mountain Girl, I thought I saw that they brought in another judge. Yes, it says it in the paperwork. And but they haven't assigned that judge to Tad's case. I believe that Parsley is still trying to do that case. It's very likely that he's going to try to do that case. Let's see here. Is this it? Oh, that's Tiffany's. This was just the conceptual testing. I don't know why I had that up there, but I do. They do mention another judge, and if you guys are from that area, have you ever heard of this other judge? Just curious. Honorable Justin P. Ehlers. And what it says is this case will proceed forward with the Honorable Justin P. Ehlers, E-I-L-E-R-S, District Judge, being temporarily assigned. All existing bond appearance and other dates and deadlines remain in place, subject to the availability of Judge Ehlers. But they have not put that as his judge on the OSC and main page. So, I don't know. And does that judge go to Texas County? Is that what's going to happen? Are they going to have two different court hearings on May 14th? I mean, I'm not sure. Guess we'll just have to wait and see, go there and see what happens, right? Yes, thank you, Beach Baby. You was a lot of help. I was very stressed, and you talked to me on the phone a lot about these babies. I appreciate it. Hawkeyes has to go and mow a little bit. I get it. Strange Suspicion has a premiere tonight. Yes, what time is that premiere? We're going to look at it. Let's see who will pull it up. I don't plan on staying here real long. I agree. Mountain Girl says I agree. He's going to try to do the case. He is, and a lot of people don't realize it. And we're going to start doing some of the Idaho 4. I've been with that case. That's what brought me to YouTube. And people that want to go over the Idaho 4, we're going to go over the Idaho 4. We're going to talk about things that's going on. But anytime there's something with the Kansas Moms case and the God's Misfits, the 5, we're definitely going to cover that. That takes precedence over anything else. I know that's why most of you are here. You want to go over the 5 Misfits, and we want to stay on top of it. Mountain Girl says, I think he's maybe the other judge came from Woodward. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not from that area, and I'll be honest with you, I've not had a chance to go and look and see where that judge is from. Mama Lost Rhonda, I meant so they don't use too much energy, not do too much. Sorry, my fingers don't work very well. Listen, I'll tell you right now, a lot of times I'll grab my phone. I always pull up stuff on my TV just because it's easier to see, and I'll be sitting here watching something, and then I want to comment. Well, I can't comment from my TV, so what I do is I go ahead and I grab my phone and I just start, tapping. And half the time I type the wrong thing. So yeah, it looks like, thanks, Deb. Justin P. Ehlers. Let's just pull that up. Let me see if I can pull this up. Give me just a second, I'll try to pull it up for Justin. I should have put something else, but we'll get it. And it looks like he is from Woodward. Let's see what this pulls it up. All right. I just pulled up a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Check this. All right. Okay. This is Justice. Oh. Anyway, this is him. District Judge. This one right here. Let's see if it pulls up something better here. Welcome to Woodward County. Learn more. See if it'll let us learn more. Okay. Well, I clicked to learn more and it's not giving us anything. So, but this is him. On the left, Justin P. Ellis. See, somebody put something on the side here. Listen, I screw up every post, it seems like. Have you seen me in chat? Oh. How do I put that? One thing that sucks is I can't click on stuff that you guys share, but let me see here. I'll just do it on my phone and see what you shared. Okay. Ballotpedia. Let me see if I can pull that out. Now, anybody else can just click that link that you put and be able to pull it up. I guess my whole point is if Tad found it to be a conflict of interest, will all the attorneys find that? And are they just waiting until something is ruled on in this case and then they're going to bring it up? I guess that's what I'd want to know. I was trying to pull it up, Jezebel, but what it says here is Justin P. Ellers. I don't have a photo. He's got a bachelor's in law, Oklahoma State University, University of Oklahoma School of Law, 2004. Justin P. Ellers is a judge for the 4th District Court in Oklahoma. He was elected on June 24th, 2014 for a term that expires in 2018. Ellers took office in 2015. He's still there, obviously. Let's see here. So basically elected back in 2014. Let's see here. Deb just sent me something too. The Honorable Justin P. Ellers is a district judge for the Oklahoma 4th District. He was elected to the bench in June 24th of 2014, filling a vacancy created by the retirement of the Honorary Ray Dean Linder. Prior to his elections, Ellers was a judge for the City of Woodward Municipal Court, a position to which he has named in 2010. He also spent time as an attorney in private practice, as well as a part-time assistant district attorney for the Dewey County District Attorney's Office. Ellers earned a bachelor's degree in fisheries and wildlife ecology from Oklahoma State University. He then completed a JD at the University of Oklahoma College Law in 2004. After graduating from law school, Ehlers began his career as an attorney at Johnson and Hannon in Oklahoma City. During his tenure there, he specialized in medical malpractice matters. He was raised in Woodward County. Ehlers attended Moreland High School. And there you go. So we know a little bit about him. Hey, Jane, good to see you. I can see you on my screen here, on my TV screen. Let me go back to the chat and see what we got here. Yes, I got that. Thank you. I just read it instead of sharing it because I have to type it in, and listen, I can't find it all the time. It's always good to see you, Jane. I hope all is going well. Jezebel Witch says, I don't know that I'd trust anyone being that everyone is so corrupt. Exactly. Why wouldn't you just move it? Again, you know, I would hate for the trial to go on and them get convicted and have reasons for appeals. So, and some people might not think that it's a big deal, but when you're fighting for your life, as they will be, and again, I don't feel sorry for any of the 5 misfits at all. They should all be tried and locked away forever or put to death, whichever would be the case. I wasn't happy with Cora getting a plea deal, okay? So it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, if you know there could possibly be a problem, again, the DA supposedly knows 2 of them quite well, hung out at their houses. I don't know. I don't live there. I just know what y'all tell me. So you got the DA that knows them. And the judge obviously was hired by Tiffany, so he's from that area too. You want a non-biased jury? Go to Oklahoma City. That's all I'm saying. I just think it'd be a good idea. Why wait till they file an appeal? Because, well, listen, if it was you, you wouldn't do something like this. I get it. But say you're in them positions and you go ahead and go through with your trial knowing that the judge was hired by Tiffany for her divorce case, and you could possibly say there's a conflict of interest, but you saved that argument so you can file an appeal at the end. We don't want no appeals, right? We don't want no appeals. Hey, Rock, I've subscribed to Pia and Bob. All right, I know they're good people. Yes, I love Pia and Bob. Absolutely. So with that said, court will be May 14th, and we will go check it out. I personally think tabs will get moved. I can't imagine that they're going to have 2 different court hearings in Texas County. And I don't see them even attempting to move Tad and drive him to Woodward. That would be silly. But hey, I've seen crazier shit in this case, it seems like. I know we haven't been live a whole lot. Sometimes I don't know if you guys want to go over different cases or if you're just concerned about this one. And I don't want to just keep repeating myself. So I try to wait till something good comes up. For this case, I do think we'll go over the Idaho 4. I'm not even touching the Sebastian Rogers case. There is so much drama. I'm not touching that case. I hope they find Sebastian Rogers. But the creator drama in that, and when you are a creator and you got 5 people on panel hating on other people, and there's not just one. I mean, there must be 20 of them. If I go to the live and look, I mean, you've got, I'm not even going to name them off, but all these hate channels, and they've got 5 people on the panel, and they're attacking this person and that person. Yeah, I don't want any part of that. That's just ridiculous. Back to the saying, if you don't like a channel, don't go there. That's always going to be my best advice. Deb C, I just got done from speeding. Bastards got me. 3 more points on my license. Oh, only got 3 left. Shame. Slow your foot down. Slow the speed. Yeah, she's a lead foot. Sounds like she's a lead foot. The Crystal Rogers case. I don't even know what that is. Let's see here. What is the Crystal Rogers case? I'm always gonna be watching the Idaho 4. Like I said, that is what brought me to and to YouTube. Also, a lot of people don't like to do cold cases. So, Crystal Rogers case is a case from 8 years ago. The boyfriend of Crystal Rogers, a Kentucky mother of 5 who vanished in 2015. See, a lot of people don't like cold cases. They like more up-to-date cases. But I'm okay with any of them. But the Idaho 4, again, you'll see me in the streets at night in different creators and having comments. I do like Outcast, Rolo Molo. He's been breaking down the 911 call and other things, so I spend a lot of time in there. Actually, I think he's live right now. So, I mean, if you do follow the Idaho 4, you'll probably see me in some chats and some conversations about the Idaho 4. There's so many cold cases. I mean, if we was going to do cold cases, we might want to do them from that area. I mean, there's several from that area that have gotten no attention. They've gotten no attention. Ostrich, I saw you somewhere earlier. I don't remember where it was. I was just going through my TV on YouTube. I saw you somewhere. Oh, Julie's. And I don't even know Julie. She came up on my screen. I saw Julie's. If y'all haven't watched Southern Fried Lies on Peacock, you should check it out. Absolutely crazy documentary. You know, I love watching documentaries. Let me write that down. Believe it or not, I was watching Gypsy Rose yesterday. I got all caught up on it. Let's see, my daughter just texted me. Oh, they did a little postcard for Clista. The best big sister Clista. Can't wait to meet you. Let's see if I can share this. I don't know if I can or not, but I'll try. Of course, I'm going to get an itch in my throat. But there's a lot of cold cases from the Panhandle that we could very well go over. A drink here. I too like documentaries a lot. Okay, here we go. I'll show you guys a picture here, hopefully. Sometimes it's not as easy to send things to the computer as on my Calista does not want the babies. She wants them to go back. She wanted a boy and a girl. And I think a lot of that could be because she hasn't even got to meet them yet. She has not got to meet them yet, and that's sad. She won't get to meet them for 6 to 8 weeks because she is too small. Let's see here if I can bring up this picture. Show you guys. Okay, maybe this will work. I don't know. We'll try. Go back over here. Always love documentaries. I did watch her though. I watched all of it yesterday. It's probably Julie. It could have been. I want to say the lady's name is Julie. Like I said, I don't do the Sebastian Rogers case, so but I do see all the drama. Lavender's driving but listening. Hey, Lavender. Hope you're doing good. I'll be seeing you soon. Known as his boyfriend and father of youngest of her 5 children, has been arrested. His brother, a cop, and his mom are involved. Christopher's father was getting close to breaking the case, and he was shot and killed. Oh, wow. There's a lot going on in that case. You know, I watched another case out of Florida where a guy got killed, and the mother's in jail, and there's other things going on. There's so many cases out there. Yeah. Lavender's not going to speed like you, Jane. I can promise you, she is not speeding. She's not speeding going down the road like you, heavy lead foot that you got. Let's see. Let me share this picture or not. Okay. It's not going to let me share it. Ugh. They finally started putting clothes on the twins just the other day. So they're no longer just in their diapers. I was just looking here to see if there's anything else that I need to start going through everything that was sent to me. This cold cases from that area, because y'all sent them to me. I never really had time to go over them all. So maybe that's what I'll try to do too, and go over them at least 1 or 2 a week or something. Lavender's doing 15 miles an hour. That's funny. Shit. Are you driving, Lavender, or is somebody else driving? Surely somebody else is typing for you. Good girl, Lavender. Think slow. That's right. That's right. Well, you know, she's in a small little town too. I mean, actually, if you had Jane's foot, you'd be through the town in 2 minutes, right? Lavender likes to look around when she's driving. So she don't drive slow. See what's happening in the town. Small town. They're in the panhandle, checking it out, seeing what's happening. Life's too fast to try to make it go faster. Not only that, it's very costly. How much was your ticket, Jane? I bet it's not cheap. Oh my gosh. And Nona just says it too. How much was the ticket, Jane? My neighbor just got pinched 62 in a 35 zone. 275. It's not more than 275. It should be more. You know, I got a ticket, my first ticket, a year and a half ago. This is actually, yeah, a year and a half ago. This is before I got the one for the Kansas Trooper. And I was doing 5 miles an hour over, and that ticket was $210. And then the last one that I got coming back from the Panhandle, that one was $285. So, and I wasn't going that much over. Oh, she's voicing the text. All right. Not clever, driving fast. Yep, I know. That's funny. Jezebel says that's why they have so many stoplights and stop signs, so it takes you longer to get through. That's right. That's right. I agree. It's a nice little town, though. I like Boise City. I think it's a nice little town. At Thanksgiving, they cook up meals, and you can go there and you can get you a turkey dinner. And everybody's so friendly. This is Iowa. Everything is cheaper here. You know, I was watching UFC again last night. They were in Des Moines, Iowa. I watched that last night. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to get off here for the day. I'm going to try to go live again tomorrow, too, and start going live more. I make sure it's more in the afternoon because I know that Bianca has to get some sleep. And I always want to make sure that she is able to get on the live. Jezebel Witch says, county seat, Boise City. That's right. Seems like a nice area, honestly. I've met a lot of good people in all the areas, except I have friends in Guyman, but I don't know. I don't know about your sheriff in Guyman. in Texas County. I just don't know what to think. How's your babies? The twins are doing good. I'll go into more detail. I've got some problems with one of my shepherd's lesson. I just can't talk about it right now. Otherwise, I'm going to get upset, and I don't want to do that to anybody. But there is some issues going on, and they're unfixable. I'll just say that. That's another reason why I've been really quiet. Rick took off Friday, and just some sad news that we're not going to talk about. Anyway, Oscar 29. Hope you have a wonderful evening. We love being able to have at Bianca Airways. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love having every one of you here. That's for sure. And at some point I'll talk about it, but yeah, I can't talk about it. Anyway, much love to each and every one of you. And again, we'll try to go live more and go over some cases. Have a great Sunday. Much love to each and every one of you. And as Bianca says, rock is out.
Well, her name's Rock Chalk. She's the talk of the town. We're the German Shepherd duo, always sniffing around. Smith and Wesson by her side, they ain't just for show. They're the muscle when she's hustling, solving crime on the go. She's got her boots in the dirt, she's cracking the case. A true crime queen with a smirk on her face. Loves her country rap bumping, got that twang in that beat. You mess around with her, you're in for a treat. Oh, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got a badge and a sassy attitude to boot. Kicks down doors like she's in hot pursuit. Smith and Wesson bark, don't you dare run. She's the queen of the scene, yeah, she gets it done. Country rap on the radio, she's cruising the street. From the city to the sticks, she's the one to meet. Her motto's real simple, don't try no bluff. Mess around all you want, but you'll find out quick enough. Whoa, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel, with a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream.